Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of CookieCast. Today on CookieCast, it's the Formula 1 podcast straight to the apex. The boys are here, they're talking F1, and I'm reliably informed it's a short one. Now, I cannot comment on the quality of any races that may have happened recently, but these guys can, and I'm reliably informed the quality was... Well, stay tuned to find out. Before we get started, please do consider like, share, subscribe and comment. Leave a review where you can leave a review. Big one, the massive one, the daddy. Share that podcast around. If you've got a Formula 1 fan in your life, send this podcast to them. They will love it. That's a guarantee. Right, enough from me. Let's hear from these guys. Here we go. This is CookieCast. Straight to the apex.
Good morning and good evening. Welcome to the Straight to the Apex podcast, Series 4, Episode 5. I'm in the driving seat this week. Mark, I am joined by my co-drivers, Mr. James Stainforth.
Hello.
And Mr. Tony Rawson. Sponsored by PhD this week.
PhD.
What's really weird is I thought he was drinking a bottle of Orange D at first.
Sunny D.
Sunny D.
Yeah. Sunny D.
For any younger viewers, Sunny D is an old-fashioned American orange juice drink. I'm surprised Tony knows what it is, to be brutally honest. Are we okay, guys?
Yeah.
Not so bad.
We're still not in a coma from the weekend.
No.
Look, we're a Formula 1 podcast. We talk about Formula 1. I'm going to be brutally honest. That was shit.
We're a Formula 1 podcast. We talk about Formula 1. And after that race, we've got nothing to talk about.
No. It was possibly... I mean, we have these races. I feel like if we listen to every recording we've done for the last 4 seasons, we'd be like, yeah, we said that one was shit. That one was shit. We lived up to the hype of the cars follow each other around on a track for 57 laps.
Yep. That was shit.
It was terrible. It was absolutely... The most exciting thing was...
It's not good enough. It's just... it was frustrating.
Suzuka's always good. It's an old... Go on, Tony, you say the word. What is it?
It is a prestigious...
It is a prestigious... I can't even say it. That's why I got Tony to say it. It's a prestigious track. It's normally a decent race. You normally have people dive bombing. Is this the case of this season because we're in a bit of no man's land between rules and them cars cannot overtake? We're back to before these rules came in. Oh, well, if you're in the wake of the car in front, you can't get close. What do you guys think?
I just think the cars... a little bit... I can understand what you're talking about, and I do agree a little bit. I just think the cars are just a bit too big for the track. Like, you could see, like, the track could hardly fit, like, 3 cars abreast. But, yeah, I do agree slightly with what you're saying. Maybe. Or it was just nothing really happened.
It is this kind of ongoing issue of some of... I'm going to use the word again. The prestigious tracks. When you think about it, they've all got to say. You look at Monaco, and every year we say the same thing. It is not wide enough for the cars anymore. And is this going to be the ongoing thing? Every prestigious track that you've got out there, at some point, is going to become too narrow for the. I mean, you'd like to think that they're not going to get any wider than they are now. I mean, they're like, what, 2 meters wide?
Yeah.
2 meters wide, and it sits a person.
I know.
I mean, I had an interesting I saw something very interesting. F1 drivers brake only for 10 seconds during a lap in Suzuka. And was that why the racing was so crap? It's equivalent to 11% of the race, the lowest value in the championship. There are just 2 hard braking points, 4 medium and 2 light. So is that why, again, why we didn't really have, because it's nice flowing track. Is that why we didn't have many?
Maybe. I mean, we nearly had some rain, apparently. Didn't see any.
I didn't see any.
Yeah, I got excited about that the day before. I think it was on Saturday. I was saying it's going to be a wet race. I was like,
yeah,
brilliant.
We're going to have a right race. And then even that fucked off and didn't bother showing up. I mean, vague talking points about quality on Saturday, unless you've got some points from practice guru.
I do have some points from practice, I think.
Is one of them a crash by a certain driver?
Aston Martin's rookie makes a mistake and sends it into the gravel in FP2.
Aston Martin?
What, Alonso?
Alonso, that experienced rookie.
Yes, that experienced rookie Alonso. Leclerc had a nightmare in FP2. And then what else? What else have I got? That is all. That is all. Oh wait, no. Who's this? Oh, the grass caught fire again. The grass caught fire again.
You didn't catch James's reaction then when you went, that is it. James was like, well, you've missed the biggest crash of practice and we don't watch practice. Jack Doohan?
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah. Yeah, he might have had a little... Sorry, guys. Terrible reporting of the practice.
I mean, Dean, if you do listen, this is where you could step in because you wouldn't have missed that. Wow. I mean, it was something... Was DRS was open when he braked or something?
Yeah, he didn't close his DRS when he was on the turn.
Ooh.
So it was an awful crash.
It was
he was going at full speed, wasn't he? He was going quite quick.
And the car that said, was it on the Saturday that they basically said that shows again how far Formula One has come in terms of safety. Like that could have been a killer or seriously injured, you know. And he just like basically walked away and was like, "Yeah, I'm all right. Sorry, guys, I've wrecked the car, but I'm okay." Yeah, it was
like, ooh, my neck, oh, whiplash and all this kind of stuff. They're going at like 50 odd G's into a wall, and I just get up and just go,
yeah.
You got another car?
Carbon fibre here. Oh, it nearly cut me. Yeah, can you build me another car, please?
I've got a cut. Yeah, it's a real gusher.
It's like a paper cut. How dare you? Sue, I'm suing. Injury
at the workplace.
Grass fires. That's a very interesting... I mean, let's be honest, it's the only fucking interesting thing. It wasn't that hot, yet there was grass fires.
Didn't they have them there last year, though, as well?
I seem to remember them, but was it Japan? Was it Japan?
I know that there was one track last year where they kept getting the grass fires.
Yeah. But they reckon it was the sparks from the car, and it was the fact that they haven't had any rain and it was setting the grass alight. I mean, practice was a bit stop-start, wasn't it? The Doohan crash, all the grass fires. There was there 4 red flags in one of the sessions?
3 or 4 red flags.
Yeah.
4 fires.
And then at the start of the quali, they chucked loads of water on bits of grass that hadn't actually set alight yet, which was fantastic. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to slag the Japanese off because I am going later in the year. So, you know, konnichiwa. Please don't ban me from your country. Quali, literally, Hadjar had a problem with his seatbelts and his manhood. He was a bit too tight.
Oh, poor guy.
He sounded in a bit of pain, to be fair. Sainz got in Hamilton's way, got a free place grid penalty for the race on Sunday. Max Verstappen was pole, Norris Piastri second and third. Max's lap was absolutely class.
Yeah, we'll give it that. We'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, we praise him now and again. He was absolutely a cut above. I mean, them McLarens really should have.
They should have just destroyed him, but they didn't. And again, that is worrying. If you don't like Max Verstappen, which is me, and I think all of us on the podcast, and that's what frustrated me more. I think not just because the race was shit, but the McLarens made it shit because they never caught him. I literally started the race, watched the opening 3 laps, and then just clicked fast forward, and the times never fucking changed. Like Lando got a bit close, and then he went back, and then they pitted, and it just happened. And then it just came close, and then they went back, and it was like, for fuck's sake, this is absolutely shit. Like, what the fuck? I thought they had a far superior car.
I woke up. Charlie was still in bed, but I thought, right, it's 5:30. There's half an hour. I'll go down. I'll put it on. She'll be down in a minute.
God.
She never came down. So then I thought, I'll start watching the race. She'll come down. She might only miss the first 2 laps, and I'll just fill her in, and I'll give her the choice. Gets halfway through. Still no Charlie. Get all the way to the end. Still no Charlie. I get changed to go to the gym. I go in the room. She's just laid there. I just said to her, I went, you don't need to watch that. She's like, really? I went, I genuinely, I wouldn't bother. I went, it was a shit start. It was a shit end. She went, but I heard you say something in the middle of it. I went, yeah, that was it. The pit stop.
Yeah. when Norris decided
they're pitting.
He decided to be the most expensive grass cutter in the world ever. That
was it. That was the only thing to talk about, really, wasn't it? The unsafe McLaren release.
Well, Hamilton overtook Hadjar. I believe in the top 10, that was the only overtake because everyone else finished where they was.
I suppose Sainz did an overtake.
Did they?
Tsunoda overtook Lawson. A lot of cars missed the chicane.
You've just mentioned him. Let's talk about Liam Lawson and Yuki Tsunoda. So it happened.
It's funny that you mentioned that.
They swapped.
Oh.
They swapped cars. Tsunoda was in the Red Bull. Lawson back to Racing Bull. In quali, they qualified next to each other. Both knocked out in Q2. In the race, they were both down there. They were both equally shit as one another. I mean, in practice, to be fair, Tsunoda was close to Max. Was he about 10th off, I think?
There wasn't much in it.
What's your thoughts from the weekend? I mean, it is only one race, but let's be honest, that's 50% of Liam Lawson's Red Bull career gone already.
Somebody put this out there, which I thought was quite interesting. Does Max Verstappen in his contract say that he has a release clause if depending on where they are in the Constructors' Championship? So say that his teammates aren't pulling the weight, he's not winning the championship. In the Constructors, they're about third or fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Can he enact, I want to leave, I can leave because we're not doing it good enough? And that's why maybe they swapped. They swapped him.
I've heard something similar, but I don't know.
Max wasn't very happy that Lawson's gone already. I don't think he was very happy that Checo Perez went, if I'm brutally honest. But then I think he realised, look, he's nowhere. We need to win the constructors. We need a driver.
Do you think it was quite convenient that they put a Japanese driver in a Red Bull for Japan?
What, in Honda's last Japanese race running the Red Bull engine?
Yes.
And they had a Red Bull Honda Japanese livery on the car as well. Yeah. Marketing ploy?
Maybe. And then I also heard, and I don't know if this is true, but allegedly or unallegedly, don't know, that Honda may have paid a big sum to Red Bull to have a Japanese driver in the car.
It'll cover Christian Horner's catering. I think we said this last week.
Yeah, and all his child alimony.
Yeah.
Keep it in your pants, horn dog.
Well, at least he's got a bit of cash for his divorce settlement when it finally happens.
Oof.
It's coming.
Jerry.
James is waiting. James.
I mean,
Jimmy's waiting.
Jerry Halliwell with about 20 million in a back pocket, James.
Jerry Halliwell, if you want to be my lover, don't need to get with my friends. Just me. Only me.
Stop right now. Thank you very much.
And the bathtub.
I mean, it does feel
all
like
of the money that she's got from Christian.
Yeah. I've just got Red Bull emblems all over the house now. It's like, oh, it's all paid for by him. Prick.
Could there have been a plan from the start that this was going to happen?
No. I think if Lawson had started the season well, I think they couldn't have kicked him out the car. However, it's a bit coincidental that it's Honda's last races, Red Bull in Japan, Japanese driver. It's all a bit strange. Like I say, let's see how long he lasts in the car. I mean, if he does well, they can't kick him out, can they? To be brutally honest.
I mean, someone did make the point of he lasted 2 races, they got rid of him. If Tsunoda is slower than him in Japan, when are they going to get rid of him?
Yeah.
I mean, all I'm going to say about Liam is you got what you deserve, mate. The shit that... Granted, I always say Red Bull are shitters on the second driver and stuff like that. You went there knowing exactly what they do.
Well, Jacques Villeneuve gave his comment, and that was Lawson is paying his own price. You have to bear in mind that he came into F1 very arrogant.
I totally agree. Yeah.
So
yeah. I think he's kind of, I'm not here to make friends. I think that comment's come to bite him on the backside quite quickly because no one's got any sympathy for him. They're like, well,
no, I don't.
No.
I genuinely don't.
No. You touched on it, the Max Norris pit exit incident. It was a bit comical, if I'm honest, on the radio. He pushed me off. No, he didn't. You kind of drove on. He was very lucky to collect the car up because that could have wiped him and Max out, which would have been hilarious. But he even said afterwards, well, it made a bit of good telly, didn't it? Like,
it's the only thing it made good telly.
Yeah. They're back on the radio, whining. It's like footballers again, isn't it? It's almost like, ref, look what he's done. It's pathetic.
And this is it, though, isn't it? I mean, it's, you know, that they're using the radio to try and get, you know, they use it tactically at time, you know, by saying, oh, my tyres are fine, or my tyres are really dying, so the other team might try and go in and get an undercut or something like that. And they also use it to try and get the penalties off. You know, it's just, I mean, it was a great pit stop. As soon as they both went in, I got excited. I was like, if they get a good pit stop, they could get this now. And they did get a good pit stop. They shaved a second off the clock. There was a second faster than Max in the pit stop. The trouble is, Max just had a better line, and he didn't move.
No. And Max is never going to move, ever.
Nah.
So
Norris would have been better. Just come out behind him. You know, you'll be within the 1 second mark, so your tyres are as fresh as is. As soon as you've got the DRS, you'll have him.
go for it. Long game, and this is what Norris hasn't got. And this is why we've said, I don't think he's got it in him to win a championship. It's Max and Lewis and Alonso would play the long game, and they would have sat behind him and said, right, this is my chance. And end of the straight, the next lap, I'm getting him.
Well, this is the other thing I was going to say. And I was thinking it watching the race as well. And it was about, I don't know, maybe 18 laps left. And that's when Piastri started going, when is he going to push?
Yeah.
Because I think I could get him. And they went, we've got Lando's pace. Now, they never got further away than 2 seconds past behind Max, ever. Norris's tyres was fine. We know that Max's was starting to go a little bit. So at that point, I'm sitting there going, they're holding off. We already, and the commentators were saying it as well. We know the McLarens are faster than Red Bull.
Mm.
So it's like they're holding off. They're waiting. They're playing the right kind of game. It's only 2 seconds. You time it right when your tyres are still pretty good. The guy in front of you isn't. And all you got to do is shave off a couple of tenths every lap. And maybe second to third lap before the end, you'll have him. And I was like, and then I'm sitting there, and then another lap goes by, then another lap, and I'm like, you're leaving it too long. If you're going to do it, you've got to do it now. And then all of a sudden, you saw it go from 2 seconds to 1.6 to 1.4. I'm like, there he goes. He's fucking pushing. And then he just, he left it too long. So I think there was playing the long game. They just left it too fucking long.
Well, Norris said on the radio, this is my pace. Literally, my only other point for the race is, should Piastri have been allowed to overtake Norris? Because he was literally, like you say, on Norris all the time. Like, can we go any faster? This is Norris's pace. Well, maybe I should get by. No, we're going to hold station, like, blah, blah, blah. Piastri, I think, had the car under him to go for it. And there was, McLaren was like, no. But then he couldn't get close enough to overtake.
They should have. I can't believe I'm going to say this because I'd like to see Norris win it. I'd like to see another British champion. But I do also think that they should have done what they did last year and what Mercedes was renowned for with Hamilton and say, you know what, Oscar, right? Yeah, let's swap. Let's see how close you get. If you don't get close enough, though, we're swapping you back.
Yeah. And you will probably drag Norris up to Max if you have got that pace in the car. So you'll both get him. And I think this is what Villeneuve said. McLaren, there were 2v1 against Max and the Red Bull, and they didn't use that advantage. They pitted at the same time as Max. That was stupid. I mean, they threw a dummy, but Red Bull read that. And they pitted at the same time. Why not leave one of them out and say, right, you, Oscar, Norris is pitting, you go for it now. And if you get in front of Norris and Max, it's your race. I think they've fucked up there massively.
Yeah.
They do.
I think that's just that little bit of naivety, that little bit of...
Yeah. So...
They have got it. I genuinely think that they have got it in them. They've just learned from these mistakes, but they're going to need to fucking learn quick now.
Yeah, they are.
The constructors probably going to be fine with, but there's only 1 point between Max and Lando now.
Yeah, and Piastri is only on 49, so
yeah,
they're all tight. So Max won, Norris second, Piastri third, blah 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 blah. Same as quali, but Hamilton and Hadjar swapped. Anything else from the race?
It was shit.
It was.
It was terrible. It was horrific. It's got progressively worse. I hope it snows in Bahrain.
I mean, is there any point in doing the predictions?
Yeah, I'll do it now. We all got jack shit.
Boom, predictions done.
All 5 of us.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I'd just like to say that Williams last season got 17 points. After 3 races, they're on 19.
Wow,
So
that's improvement.
That's improvement.
How angry was Albon this week, by the way?
Very. I mean, Max had some gearbox issues, but Albon,
Period, I think.
you don't listen to me. I've been telling you the same thing all weekend. Well, what's the problem? I've told you. Like, he was very animated. Very animated.
He is normally so placid, and he's just like, yeah, there's an issue. Might need to look into. It's the same one we had the other day. Yada yada yada. Jeez, yeah. He went full blown. That point when your wife says, "I've asked you 7 times to paint the ceiling,"
Yeah.
and you're sat there, you haven't. And likelihood is she probably has. You just wasn't listening the first 6 times. He just went straight fucking there.
Yeah. He was probably bored. He had nothing else to do. So he was like, do you know what? I'm just going to lose my shit. Like, what else can I do driving around this fucking joke? It's, yeah, a bit odd from Albon. I mean, Sainz still isn't setting the world alight, is he? Like we thought.
No.
Which kind of surprised at, if I'm honest. I thought the caliber of driver we all thought he was would overdrive that car and get it higher up than Albon. I thought the two of them, Sainz was more talented than Albon. And at the minute, I'm starting to think maybe he just had a good car under him in the Ferrari.
Mm.
Well, he wasn't very well, and he got fined for not turning up to the anthem.
Oh dear. Did he have a bit of a Tony accident?
No, I think he avoided it. Good man. Good man. Did he miss his pit stop as well? He missed he missed his pit. He thought the Williams garage was at the end.
Yes.
It wasn't.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Silly Carlos. Silly
Carlos. Last thing I've got is literally Hamilton's debut season. He got 109 points. Kimi Antonelli is on 30 already. So I think interesting. We'll see how he's done. All right. You can't. Come on, he's done. He ain't done too bad.
He did well. I mean, there was a time Hamilton was catching him in the race, and then Antonelli just left him. So it was, he's doing very well. What did you think to Martin Brundle not being there and Jack Villeneuve commentating?
I actually enjoyed Jack. I thought he was quite good. I enjoyed him. I thought
he did his usual kind of making controversial comments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because sometimes I like him, but sometimes I'll make a comment and I'm sitting there going, mate, the only reason people like you is because of your dad.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And then it's, I really shouldn't have said that. I'm really sorry. It's so weird.
Yeah. What do you want to do, guys? Do you want to do predictions and then talk shit in the second half? Do you want to do the predictions and wrap it up? Because we've pretty much covered everything.
I can give you my predictions if you want.
Well, it's hers first, so why don't you pipe down?
Oh shit! I always do this.
You bitch.
I'm pulling rank. So, I am going Piastri for the win in Bahrain. I'm going Max second, and I'm going Norris third. And Tony, as you are ready, let's go to you.
Right, my picks might surprise you this week.
ChatGPT.
No. I'm going Lando to win, Piastri second, and Max Verstappen third.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, isn't that like the prediction every fucking week nearly?
Barring race one,
The others.
yeah, yours hasn't changed. Nice, James.
So I have gone Norris for the win. I've gone Max second, and Piastri third.
Ooh. Have we got the girls?
Oh no, let's let me message.
I can get mine now. Just 1 second.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves, viewers. We've lost these two. Live prediction coming your way. Hot off the press. Tony might have frozen. Oh no, he's moving. Yeah, he's moving.
Oh, I'm getting them now, hand delivered.
Who's going to be first? It's a race. This is more exciting than Japan. Is it Charlie or is it Beth? Oh, James is writing down. Tony's looking at his phone.
I'm ready.
Right. Charlie has won. Go.
So Charlie has gone Norris for the win.
Yep.
Piastri second.
Yep.
And then she started saying, I can't say Max for third. So she wants Max to come third, but she can't do it, so she's gone to Leclerc.
So I'm going to write Leclerc / Max. Because the first time in history in my little notebook, there's a Max in the Charlie column. We've made history this weekend. We have literally made history. The first time ever, you can see it in the camera, Norris, Piastri, Leclerc, Max. That's in column Charlie. Can't believe she's a Max fan. She can't believe she's turned.
She's looking at me funny, and her left eye did this kind of twitch thing like she was having a stroke.
Oh, shit. See you next week. Bye. Bye, everyone. Have we got Beth's?
Yes.
Go on.
He's gone Oscar, Leclerc, Norris.
Leclerc? Where's this Ferrari pace coming from?
Hey, don't knock the Ferrari. We know what happens if you knock a Ferrari.
Yeah, even they don't know.
Supposedly, they're coming to Bahrain with a big upgrade. Substantial upgrade. Substantial. Work to the floor and other bits of the car.
Well, they had to raise it in Japan, and Lewis was saying that it was quite high up, which is hence why they were so crap. Don't want to get disqualified again. Not again.
Supposedly, there's a theory that they were going over the grass as well at the end.
Were they starting the fires?
I don't know. Or were they cleaning their underboard? Talking about that, I need to put the hot water on.
I thought it was some kind of like euphemism, like you were going to say, talk about that. I need to go clean my underboard. Like,
I thought exactly that. I thought you need to go clean your underboard. Okay. Interesting. So, Japan, I'm done.
Yeah.
We've got literally 4 minutes left.
That was a fucking disappointment, Japan.
Are we calling it as a short podcast again, or do you just want to chat shit in the second half?
I don't know. What can we chat shit about?
Not Formula One.
I mean, let's face it. It'll only be 40 minutes of me whipping out Madeline McCann jokes and Shannon Matthews, and I'll probably get fucking Bill Cosby in there at some point, or OJ, or P Diddy, R Kelly.
Diddy's been quiet lately.
Did he go into through the courts at the minute?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
tariffs.
Tariffs.
Yeah, Trump
tariffs. Trump tariffs. That sounds right, doesn't it? Trump tariffs. Yeah. I hope this don't go to America because they'll be putting 40% on the cost of this podcast that Andy will have to pay. Sorry, Andy.
I don't know. Bahrain this weekend, is it?
It is Bahrain. So we've got Bahrain this weekend and then another one straight after next weekend as well.
Yep.
Wow.
So we've got the Good Friday Derby on Friday. We've got the Formula One all weekend.
Wow.
Busy sport next week.
Wow.
Are you going? Either of you going to the Derby? Let's talk rugby.
I'm in Rome.
You're in Rome.
Go away on next week.
Nice.
So obviously that means I won't be on next week's podcast. I'll get the predictions over to you.
Just me and Tony. Oh, that's dangerous.
Mark.
I mean, it'll
To
be.
be fair, it's more. It's a lot safer.
I was going to say it's a child-friendly episode.
Yeah, Andy can knock the rating down to PG.
Just for that.
You don't have to be an 18 or 21.
Not get the lawyers on fucking standby for some kind of Christian Horner allegation.
Oh dear. Well, I think for the safety of everyone, we'll do another short one because I can't take James having a free reign in the second half. I really can't. I'd be on edge.
We can't do it.
Would you like 40 minutes of nothing but offensive comments by me? Leave a comment and let us know, and we might do a special episode.
Do you know what? I would do it. I would press record,
episode.
but I'd do it.
Yeah, that'd be it.
Well, on that note, it's another short one. Thank you to Andy and Cookie Cath. I didn't even say at the beginning. I'm terrible. I'm just an amateur. Don't worry.
Tune in to the next episode.
Tony's in charge next week, and it's only me and Tony. So, but thank you both for joining me and for filling this for 45 minutes full of shit. Because let's be honest, we could have finished it in about a minute and a half.
Where is Maddie? Where is she?
On that note,
bye.
Next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
So there we go. Another one done. Another one gone. Race is gone. Races to come. Races. Yes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Before you leave us, maybe think about clicking that like button. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Maybe leave a review. Check out the website while you're milling around the internet. thecookiecast.com. There we've got social media links and an email button. And that way you can get in touch with us. That's it for this one. Till next time, I'm going to say bye. And I'll see you then.
Thanks for listening. If you like this episode of Cookie Cast, please like, share and subscribe.